ಹಲೋ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಂಜಲಿ ಬಲರಾಮ್. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಮೆಟರ್ನಿಟಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟು, ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟು, ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾ ಆನ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಲಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಬುಕ್ಕು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಲೇಬರ್ ಲಾಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಗೆ. First question ಬಂದು, what is the maximum period for which any woman shall be entitled to maternity benefit under the Maternity Benefit Act 1961? Option A 6 weeks, option B 8 weeks, option C 12 weeks, option D 26 weeks. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ 26 weeks. According to section 5 clause 3 of the Maternity Benefit Act, it describes that the maximum period for which any woman shall be entitled to maternity benefit shall be 26 weeks. Next question. For what duration is a woman entitled to leave with wages for tubectomy operation as per the Maternity Benefit Act 1961? Option A 2 weeks, option B 4 weeks, option C 6 weeks, option D 8 weeks. The answer bandu option A 2 weeks. According to section 9A of Maternity Benefit Act, it provides for leave with wages for tubectomy operation for a period of 2 weeks. Next question. What should be the minimum number of workers originally employed in any factory for having at least one canteen in the factory as per the Factories Act 1948? Option A 100 workers, option B 150 workers, option C 200 workers, option D 250 workers. The answer bandu option D 250 workers. According to section 46 clause 1 of the Factories Act, in every factory wherein more than 250 workers are ordinarily employed, a canteen shall be maintained by the occupier of the factory for the use of workers. Next question. If the factory employs more than 1000 workers, they should appointed qualified dash to carry out the prescribed duties. Option A safety officer, option B welfare officer, option C development officer, option D none of these. The answer bandu option A safety officer. According to section 40B of the Factories Act, it deals with the provision for safety officer. It states that in general conditions, a safety officer should be employed where 1000 or more workers are employed. Next question. Schedule 2nd of the Employees Compensation Act 1923 deals with option A age factor for calculating the amount of compensation, option B list of persons who are included in the definition of employee, option C list of occupational diseases, option D list of injuries deemed to result in permanent total disablement. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ. According to Schedule 2nd of the Employees Compensation Act, deals with the list of persons who subjected to the provisions of Section 2 Clause 1 Clause D are included in the definition of employees. Next question. The payment of compensation to railway employees by the Railways Administration for injury by accident is governed by option A the Employees Compensation Act 1923, option B the Payment of Wages Act 1936, option C Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, option D the Workmen Compensation Act 1986. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ 1923. The payment of compensation to railway employees by the Railway Administration for injury by accident is governed by the Employees Compensation Act 1923. Next question. The minimum amount of compensation payable under Employees Compensation Act 1923 in case of total permanent disablement of a railway servant due to accident is Rs. Option A 80,000, option B 90,000, option C 1,40,000, option D 1,20,000. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ 1,40,000. Under the Employees Compensation Act, the amount of compensation payable to workman depending on the nature of injury caused by accident. In the case of death, the minimum amount of compensation fixed is Rs 1,20,000, wherein it is 1,40,000 in case of permanent total disability. Next question. According to Factories Act, option A child means a person who has not completed is 15 years of age. Option B, child means a person who has not completed is 14 years of age. Option C, child means a person who has not completed is 18 years of age. Option D, child means a person who has not completed is 16 years of age. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, child means a person who has not completed is 15 years of age according to section 2 clause C of the Factories Act. Next question, under section 2 clause CC of the Industrial Dispute Act 1947, closure means option A, the permanent closing down of a place of employment or part thereof. Option B, the partly closing down of a place of employment or part of thereof. Option C, the temporary closing down of a place of employment or part of thereof. Option D, the short term closing down of a place of employment or part thereof. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, ದ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆಫ್. Under the section 2 clause CC of the Industrial Dispute Act, closure means the permanent closing down of a place of employment or part thereof. Next question, section 2J of the Industrial Dispute Act 1947 defines industry means any business trade undertaking. Second one, manufacture or calling of employers. Third one, included any calling, service, employment, handicraft. Fourth one, industrial occupation of workmen. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ 1 and 2, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ 1, 2, 3, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ 3 and 4th, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಬೋ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಬೋ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 2J of Industrial Dispute Act, industry defines everything: business, trade, undertaking, manufacture or calling employers, and it also include calling, service, employment, handicraft, and industrial occupation of a workman. Next question, industrial dispute means any dispute or differences between 1, employer and employers. Second one, employers and workmen. Third one, workman and workman. Fourth one, master and worker. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ 1 and 2, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ 4th one, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ 1, 2, 3, 4 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ 1, 2, 3. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ 1, 2, 3 means employers and employers, employers and workman and employer workman. ಬಟ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವರ್ಕರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬರಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ಗೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 1, a factory. Second one, a mine. Third one, a plantation. Fourth one, an industry. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ 1, 2, 3, 4, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ 1, 2, 3, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ 1 and 2, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಎ ಲೈಕ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ 1, 2, 3. Industrial establishment means it is a factory, mine, plantation. Next question, unfair labor practice by the employers. Option A, victimization. Option B, false implication in criminal case. Option C, untrue allegations of absence without leave. Option D, all of the above. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ above. Next question, section 49 of Factories Act 1948 explains about option A, canteen, option B, crèche, option C, welfare officer, option D, restroom. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ is the answer. Section 49 of Factories Act explains about the welfare officer. Next question, meaning of industrial dispute according to the Industrial Dispute Act 1947 is option A, dispute between employers and employers. Option B, dispute between employers and workmen. Option C, dispute between workman and workman in connection with employment and non-employment. Option D, all of the above. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು all of the above. Next question, section 23 of the Workmen's Compensation Act 1923 says that the commissioner shall have the power of option A, court, option B, a tribunal, option C, a quasi-judicial firm, option D, all of the above. The answer bandu option A court. According to section 23 of the Workmen's Compensation Act, it provides that the commissioner shall have all the powers of a civil court under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Next question, under the provisions of the Trade Unions Act 1926, any person who has attained the age of dash may be a member of registered trade union subject to any rules of the trade union to the country. Option A 14 years, option B 15 years, option C 18 years, option D 21 years. The answer bandu option B 15 years. As per section 21 of Trade Unions Act, any person who has attained the age of 15 years may be a member of registered trade union. Next question, under the provisions of the Industrial Dispute Act 1947, the appropriate government can by order in writing. Option A, refer the dispute to a board of promoting a settlement of the dispute. Option B, refer any matter appearing to be relevant to the dispute to a court for enquiry. Option C, both A and B. Option D, neither A or nor B. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ, ಬೋತ್ ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 10 clause 1 of the Industrial Dispute Act 1947. And next question, the provision of dash do not apply to trade unions registered under the provision of Trade Union Act 1926. Option A, the Cooperative Societies Act 1912. Option B, the Companies Act 1956. Option C, both A and B. Option D, neither A or nor B. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ, both A and B. According to section 14 of Trade Unions Act, mentioned that following acts, namely the Society Registration Act 1860, the Cooperative Societies Act 1912, and the Companies Act 1956. Next question, which of the following statement holds true regarding imprisonment under the provisions of section 14 clause 3 of the Child Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act 1986? Option A, it may extend it to 1 year. Option B, it may extend it to 2 years. Option C, it may extend it to 6 months. Option D, it may extend it to 1 month. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಟು 1 month ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 14 clause 3 ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಪ್ರೊಹಿಬಿಷನ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ 1986. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಸಜೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.